Sometimes you have to put yourself first. In the race of life, not everyone will help you cross the finish line. I think it's important to focus on yourself at times, even if it means being called selfish or, whatever people may want to say about you. You have to be willing to do what you think is best for you in certain moments in life. I think one of the greatest gifts that you can give for yourself is to take time every day to do something that will nourish your mind and body. So that could be anything from getting off of your phone and being present while eating a meal, to going outside and sitting outside for a while, or going to the gym and exercising, sitting and doing something creative, spending, time just contemplating in silence. I believe that taking time every day to care for yourself and to do things that you know will benefit you in the long run is important in order for you to have enough energy to give it to the rest of the world. Putting yourself first, for me, just simply means doing things that will nourish your energy so that you can have enough left over to help everyone else around you, help other people. Putting yourself first doesn't necessarily mean being selfish. You're not blackmailing people or lying to people or anything. To me, it just simply means doing things that you know will be best for you in the long run. So, it doesn't necessarily mean like doing self-care either. Putting yourself first can mean, having a boundary, like a personal boundary, and not breaking it. I discussed this in a previous video, but just you have your own set of personal boundaries that you are not willing to let anyone cross because they go against what you know is right for you and what makes you feel at peace in your soul, if that makes sense. Like simple example, you don't like to party or anything, and someone is trying to drag you out to a party, but you know that partying is just not something that you do, so you just are willing to tell the person no and put yourself first, because you know that going to a party is only going to lead you to making other decisions that you'll end up regretting the next day. That won't necessarily happen, but it's very possible with going to a party and you're not somebody that really likes to party. So putting yourself first and doing things that help you feel your best, I believe, is important, so you can have enough energy and the right kind of positive energy to help others. So if you're like a teacher or something and you're just never taking time out every day to do something that nourishes your mind or body, the next day that you go into school, you won't be able to give the people that you're teaching, either children or adults, you won't be able to give them your best because you aren't taking the time every day to care for yourself and do things that nourish your mind and body. Or maybe like you did something that you didn't really want to do, after work, like you went out and stayed out too late or something, or went to a dinner that you didn't really want to go to. The next day it's going to be on your face and in your energy that you didn't want to do that thing and you did it anyway, and then you're showing up bringing that regret to class the next day. I know this is like a really random example, but bear with me. putting yourself first is just a way of ensuring that you can be your best version of yourself every day, and for the long run, because God willing, like, we're all here for a long time, and we have to be able to care for ourselves and do things for ourselves that will let us lend our hand or voice or whatever to other people over time. Like, I think people that don't necessarily want you to do things for yourself, they may not be the best people to have in your life. If you want to start going to the gym and somebody is trying to talk you out of it every day, that person may not be, as much as it hurts to say, even if it's like family or a spouse or something, or whatever, someone's really close to you. If they don't want you to start going to the gym to try to improve your health, that may not be somebody that you want to talk to every day or be around every day, because they're trying to drag you away from doing something that is good for you. I know I like to talk about the gym a lot. I don't know. I like to go to the gym, so it's just what it is. But yeah, like, people that don't want you to improve yourself or, do things that are good for you, they may not be in the best mind state themselves. They may be overextending themselves in their life, and they don't want to see you try to balance yourself out, if that makes sense. Like, they don't want to see you in a better place than you currently are. They don't want to see you get better. And you have to be willing to ask yourself, is this somebody that is really right for me in the path that I'm embarking on now? Because I do want to start feeling better, in my mind and body. Like, I do want to start feeling more confident and sure of myself. I do want to start, doing things that are going to be helpful to my long-term health. I do want to start doing things that will help me have more time at the end of the day to just rest and recuperate for the next day. I don't want to keep overextending myself and doing things that I know are not good for me. You just have to just be willing to, ask yourself, if people that aren't supporting you and you trying to, put yourself first and help improve yourself, you have to be willing to ask if they're the right people that you need to be, communicating with every day and spending time around every day. If they're just trying to drag you down, that's probably not the best person to be around on a daily basis. So, but I think it's important for everyone to learn to put themselves first, and really on a daily basis. Like, I've been talking about, like, putting yourself first is just caring for yourself, doing activities that you enjoy, having boundaries that you keep up, so that you don't do things that you don't want to do. It's just a way to dictate how you're spending your time and energy, so that you can, feel your best. The world today can really make you feel selfish and like you're not for the greater good of mankind if you want to do things that are just for you. But I think at the end of the day, it's important for us all to have things that are just for us, you know, because, we need that time to ourselves, so that we can know who we are as people. Like, I think that it would be a very sad existence if you get to the end of your life and you never took the time to explore and learn who you really are as a person. I know this is kind of going like a little bit more deeper than just hobby. Self-care habits and stuff, but like, putting yourself first is about getting to know yourself, and know what you like and don't like, and know what you want and don't want in your life. Knowing what makes you happy and what doesn't make you happy. Like, it's just about being able to get to know yourself in a healthier way than, what you may have been raised from childhood to be. Putting yourself first in relationships and career. It doesn't have to have this like negative dark cloud that the world tries to paint it as. It's like, if you're with somebody or in a job that you don't really love, it's just important for you to kind of reflect and ask yourself, like, is this a situation that's going to give me the maximum amount of happiness over time? Like, because that's what it's really about. It's just about you being able to be happy over time and, have the positive energy that you can give back to the rest of the world, like, those that really need help. We have to just keep ourselves in situations and keep ourselves in a state of mind that is positive and not being weighed down by this negative relationship or this job that we don't really love, this environment that we don't really want to be in, eating food that we know is not great for us. You just have to, bring yourself into better situations over and over again, because it's just a constant practice of just recognizing what we need and don't need in our life, and doing that over and over again with different things. That's really what is going to help us reach a sense of fulfillment and happiness with our life, is just adding and subtracting different things that make us feel either good or bad. Putting yourself first is just, for me, it's just a different kind of way to say, like, love yourself, because self-love is just the ultimate place that we can reach. It's just the best place that you can reach with yourself, is just, unconditional love for yourself. You are able to look at all your flaws and, the things that you may have previously judged yourself for, but now you are able to you've reached a place that you're just accepting of them, and you're happy and content with who you are, and you just know that that journey of self-love is just, it's a lifelong thing, and But it just starts with you, again, putting yourself first and finding the things that you need and don't need in your life, and just doing those, just following that path. Yeah, it's just keeping it simple, again, putting yourself first doesn't mean, pushing people in front of a bus if, you're in some sort of strange situation on a street. Like, you're not pushing people to their own death or something. Like, yes, that's a little extreme example, but putting yourself first doesn't mean, again, lying to everyone that you meet. It doesn't mean only spending money on yourself. It doesn't mean, not cooking for other people if you were having a gathering and you only made enough for you. Like, that's not what putting yourself first to me means. To me, putting yourself first is just more about like caring for yourself and giving yourself the habits and the things that nourish you energetically and physically and mentally and all that will allow you to give your best self to the rest of the world, your family, friends, coworkers, animals, the environment, random people on the street. Like, just being able to have a sense of, just happiness within yourself, that will allow you to extend that out to others. So, yeah, don't think that I'm saying that putting yourself first is some sort of crazy, evil, some crazy act of evil or anything. Like, it's really not that for me. It's good, if anything. Like, thank you very much for watching. I hope you were able to take something useful from this. Be sure to like and subscribe, leave a comment, share the video, check out my links in the description, and yeah, turn on post notifications if you want. And yeah, I hope you have a wonderful day. Be sure to get outside and get some fresh air. And yeah, until next time, everyone, peace.